Now displaying your current porter grade.
It's high time our BT research should go. We just shared some data with you that'll let you fabricate. I think you'll find the chiral density gauges. We can resume a lot of lives again. It's one of the fruits of our job. Up until now, our primary weapons against these entities have been... And so, production is wholly reliant upon securing a stable... But you know all about that, But this weapon utilizes synthetic blood derived from samples taken from doom sufferers. It can be produced at scale, and despite its artificial nature, it's actually proven to be more... So you can think of our new weapon as a more full-blooded version. In any case, we won't need to ask you for... If you want to test it out, feel free to... This whole area is a chiralium-rich environment. We've been coordinating with the research lab here, all to help develop one of the largest void outs ever recorded happened down south, don't forget. So massive that it completely cut us off from... We can't afford to let that cut. But between the cargo you've delivered to us, we're gonna make it... So, you probably think our timefall shelters... After extensive research and development, we were able to outfit them with a system that disperses. So if you've got one on your tail and it's up, only downside is that the repellent has other perks too. The shelter can purify timefall and convert it. We've posted an aid request so you can fabricate a shelter to see how it works. Researchers at other facilities are also, as you expand chiral network coverage, we'll be able to share info. And I'm sure we will all make... So keep on doing what you do and link... by the way, you have to pass through some... We'll do a quick survey of the chiral... Let's not forget, tell you what, we'll get started on prepping... Shelter immediately. Sam, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
feels good.
Sam, we've got a situation. This may be due to the gateway, However, we haven't... I know you've got dooms, but without a pod, you're gonna struggle to determine exact...
Don't worry. If I can get close, seems like my dooms level will steer me in the right direction.
Oh, yeah? By the way, we finished the preliminary... and we've prepared some weapons. You're a pro. We've issued you a number of blood grenades. They use an active agent based on compounds derived... You can practice using them. If you'd like to try them out, just access the... Your other weapons won't do any damage to BTs. Make sure you're... According to our initial survey, if you make contact with a gazer, then another type of BT, a hunt, if they succeed in this, you'll come face to face with a mass... Now, you don't want to ever let a cat... All right. I'll brief you on the deep... All right, Sam. You good to go? The new BT area we've identified... If we don't do anything about it, eventually someone's gonna... So to prevent that, we need to... There's no shortage of collapsed buildings and hiding. Since you'll also have cargo for the research lab with you, take care. An aid request for a timefall ship. If you build one near that spot, you can use it to escape any BTs then. And if you stash your backpack in a timefall shelter, you can rest easy knowing you're... So if you got room to carry a little extra, consider requisitioning a PCC. You're the only one...
Order accepted. Thank you.
So far, so good.
And I will be silent in the fire and the night. We will be dancing
ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage... Long time no see. Though, having said that, I realize... Anyway... It really doesn't get much better than this. What else is there to say but... thanks? Huh. Picked up some lost cargo, I see. Should be a nice surprise for someone. We never doubted you'd show. Reliable as ever. Man, we're ready for you to link us up with your Cupid. Once you do, you'll have fulfilled your objective. Now displaying your current porter grade.
So, the name's Alex. I used to work at the weather station back. I was a Bridges employee, reporting to... So, when I was offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, and now you're here too, shortly before your arrival. This kind of spike isn't... I've shared with you some MP bullets, because if a giant BT is on the way... Well, the delivery you were... This ammunition will turn your rifle into a BT killing machine. You can also fabricate blood grenades if you want to keep a few on hand. Before you head back out, review your options and requisition any weapons you... We've set aside a ton of... Chiral density levels. We've been seeing a lot of gate... It's almost certainly related. Our analysis of these anomalies has... What the data doesn't tell us is exactly where it might be. Now that you've connected us to the network, though, we seriously... It's hard to know. So for now, you should rest. That's both. We'll keep you posted, Sam.
It's been too long, Sam. You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget. Which is why I took steps to ensure that this message would only play upon your arrival. The sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick. Now, this was originally a geophysics laboratory established for the study of earthquakes. And for that reason, it holds a wealth of documentation on gatequakes, tar currents, and plate gates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there. Nor do we know the state of any continent other than our own. The researchers here were trying to establish contact with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you see, is shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude. So they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink. But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This is beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a plague gate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself. What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now, to their surprise, they caught footage of some unusual marsupials. Yes, a kind you wouldn't expect to normally encounter in Central America, like the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples they collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the southern hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English, and they confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia. We finally knew the world outside North and Central America had survived. Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the death stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges and conducted a series of tests, paving the way for an expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion. After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network. The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place. Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the Plague Gate. There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important. Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower.
Gate quick detected. Sam, a gigantic BT just showed up outside. We're prepping weapons for you now. Access the terminal up top and take whatever you need. We're counting on you.